Hello again, Stephen Mendes from 21st Century Music, talking tonight about the V-combo VR-09 by Roland. This nice little keyboard is a good addition to your family of keyboards, or maybe if you're doing live gigs, this might be the only instrument you need. But many others on the internet have done lots of great videos on YouTube showing you all the various tones it has and all the various features it has. So the only thing I really need to add to that tonight is my own personal opinion that might or might not help you decide whether to buy one or not. Okay, so here's a critical analysis and a good opinion that you can use in your buying choices. If you want to just do live gigs and you're really not interested in editing or creating sound, then this is the keyboard for you. It has quite a few presets. The presets sound great. As you can see, it has a clone wheel organ with real-time control of the drawbars. It also has the piano and synth section, which contains some great Roland tones. And really and truly, just plug it in and play. Select your various tones and play. They make a lot about their editor that's available for your iPad, but in reality it's of limited value, because you can only edit certain of the tones. Some of them cannot even be edited with the iPad editor. And even the ones that can be edited, it's a hard thing replacing the tones that you currently have, because there's no storage. There's no user tones that you can overwrite. So what you have to do is, after you've edited with your iPad, you have to download them back into the tone space using what is called registrations. Let's show you the registration buttons right here. There's the registration buttons. Now the problem is that after you've done that, you lose the unedited tone. So if you say edit the trombone voice, just for example, I don't even know if it has one, but if you just say you edit a trombone voice in your editor and download it back into the VR-09, then you've got your edited trombone, but you can't go back to your original trombone. That's the complete absence of user tone memories. So really and truly, if creating new sounds is your objective, don't buy this keyboard. Instead, go and buy the FA06 or one of Roland's other synth keyboards. But if all you want to do is play presets, then this has what it might have, all that you might want to do. And a lot is made in the videos and so of these real-time effects that you can twiddle to change the sound. In reality, my feeling on the matter is that they don't have as much clout in changing the sound as you might like. I mean, you have tonal changes, you can add a couple of effects, you can add distortion, reverb, delay, and compressor. But virtually all of those effects are available in the amp or in other modules that you might buy, and they sort of modify the sound slightly, but they don't really get to the basis of synthesis. And as a person who likes to create directly from the waveforms, this instrument didn't permit that. And as you see here, a lot was made about the fact that it can change the attack, decay, release, cutoff, and resonance parameters in the synth settings. Well, those parameters do have a significant effect on some of the synth voices. but the effect that they really have depends largely on the synth voices that the keyboard comes with. And the synth voices that come with this keyboard are somewhat limited. If you're looking for way out synth voices, I mean really over the top synthy synth voices, such as you might get from, say, a monophonic analog synthesizer, you're not going to get anything like that. You're not going to get anything like that. So it was after I purchased this VR-09 that I actually ran out and bought the FA-06, and it was like chalk and cheese. And all the videos I've done and I'm going to do with the FA-06 show you the tremendous power and flexibility of that instrument. So what am I going to do with the VR-09? Am I going to sell it or get rid of it? Well, I haven't really decided that yet. But the one thing that it does have, which none of the others seem to do, it has this wonderful organ, Hammond clone organ. And there's just nothing like that around in this price category. It is a very, very authentic sounding Hammondy type organ. So that sets it apart from the FA-06, because the FA-06, even though it's capable of creating some organ voices, it doesn't have the same sound or flexibility. That's been my impression in the organ section. Certainly you can't modify it in real time. I mean, yes, you might be able to twiddle with the sound in there and get a sort of Hammondy sound, but the nice thing about this is when playing live, you can just sweep those drawbars all over the place and away you go. And then you have down here the rotary sound of the Leslie. As you can see, not only the speed of the Leslie, but you can just quickly turn it on and off. And so this thing is really the ultimate that you might want to use in terms of organ sounds. And the last thing I would say, last 2 points I will make before I wrap up this video, is the USB memory stick that you can put in here. As you can see, I have a memory stick in here. That's a good feature, because it's very simple and easy to record what you play or play along with what you record, and you can use the WAV format, the MP3, or simply your standard MIDI file. So from the point of view of a gigging musician, a solo guy playing a joint, what you might want to do is put some stuff, some MIDI tracks, some audio tracks or whatever onto that stick and play along with it. One disappointing thing about it, over here in the rhythm section, the accompaniment does not have the standard auto bass chord accompaniment like what you would get with the Yamaha keyboards that follows your playing. As you know, in the Yamaha keyboard, you just press a single finger and away you go with a rhythm and a bass accompaniment, and it will sort of match itself, the tempo will match itself to your actual playing. You do have drum sounds, you can start them, auto sync them, but after that you have to play along with them. I see no kind of auto syncing capability in terms of adjusting your tempo as you play. It doesn't sense your keyboard playing, and there's no automatic bass line. So that, if you're looking for that kind of feature, you'll have to buy some kind of backing keyboard, but this one is not the right one for you. What you can do in the studio is put your backing tracks, as I said, on this, and then simply play your keyboard part on the thing. Okay, well, we got to keep it short. So as I wrap up the VR-09, the only other thing I will say is the batteries is a nice feature. It's pretty easy on the power, and it works completely on battery. Just stick in your 8 AA battery chargeable batteries, and away you go. So when the power goes off, you can still be rolling, and you have one less thing to worry about in setup. You don't have to travel with the power supply brick. You can put in your batteries and away you go. Well, that's it from 21st Century Music tonight. Keep watching, like us on Facebook, hail us on YouTube, and we thank you so much for joining us as we bring you more musical ideas that will help and bring out your creativity in the 21st century.